Welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your boy Sean Mack. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video and share the video. I couldn't do it without y'all. I appreciate you. No filler, no BS. Let's get straight to it. You know what? I see a lot of people and just social media in general making something that should be easy extremely hard. I'm speaking on the death of Hulk Hogan. I can separate the man from the legend. I can separate Terry Jean from Hulk Hogan. First, Terry Jean made some racist comments which were horrible, disgusting. Can't stand for it. Can't stand that he said it. And when his feet were put to the fire, he made a half-hearted apology, plain and simple. The apology was half-assed. If you can't agree with that, then I don't really know what to say about you. It's not that hard to understand. I'm not sure why people can't understand that. Like I said, that's something that you need to look into the mirror if you can't understand why people are upset about what he said. Now, Hulk Hogan was a wrestling persona that brought me great joy as a kid. Quick little story. In the mid-'80s, my older cousin took me and my brother to see the Junkyard Dog and Kamala at the Municipal Auditorium in New Orleans, Louisiana, where I was born and raised. My entire family were huge JYD fans, but little did I know at the time Hulk Hogan was going to be there. I really didn't know who he was at this point in my life. I'm a kid. I was awestruck just seeing JYD and Kamala because they were huge in my household and that's who we loved. So the match started, and here comes this giant walking out of the back. My older cousin, who was aware of who he was, says, "Hey y'all, that's Hulk Hogan." And we like, "What? Who? Well, you like him? We must like him." So we waved and screamed, "Hi Hulk Hogan," not knowing who he was. So he looks our way. Remember, the audience isn't like it is when he became who we all know. It was a small arena. Wrestling was just getting on his feet. This was the mid-'80s. So he looks our way and he says, "What up, little brother?" And I instantly became a fan of the Hulkster that night. Not over Kamala or JYD. Those were still top notch for me, my brother, my cousin, and the people in my family. But I kept an eye on him and he became someone that I actually liked. But now this guy with the long hair was on my radar. Remember, I was still a little kid and I believed that the sport of wrestling was 100% real. As time passed, I started to notice the guy we met that night was a wrestling star. I was seeing him on my TV more than my favorite wrestlers. He was showing up on all the arcade games that I played. I was also seeing him inside the game magazines that I read as a kid, doing promotions for certain companies and certain games and certain sports. My family, my friends were talking about him more and talking about him like crazy. Then over time, he became Hulk Hogan, the most popular wrestler on the face of the earth. I say all that to say this. As children, we are very impressionable, right? The things we love and the things that we gravitate to become a part of who we are. So that little child that met Hulk Hogan that night is still a part of me. It's still inside, even as an adult. So when grown man, adult Sean Mack heard about all the racist comments that Hulk Hogan said years ago, I was like, the hell with that dude, Terry Jean. I can separate the two even when I heard it back then. I don't have to wait till he died to try to make sense out of it. The situation that people are going crazy over and fighting over. It was pretty simple to me. Hulk Hogan was the guy that I loved growing up as a kid. That me and we tried to like imitate his, when we have sleepovers with friends. That was that guy. The guy that said what he said was Terry Jean. I understood that. And that's real talk. I even watched that reality show they had back in the days. And I'm being truthful with y'all, I honestly got the feeling that Terry Jean wouldn't be the kind of person that would associate with the likes of my kind. See, the thing is this. I was raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. And if you're black, you know what and how someone acts and talks who wouldn't associate with you or would like you. If you know, then you know. I'm doing this video because I'm seeing people argue back and forth about Hulk Hogan. He was a great man. No, he was a racist man. If you like him, then that makes you racist. If you don't feel what I'm saying, then that makes you a racist. And to be honest, most of the arguing that I'm hearing sounds like a bunch of kids fighting over who wants to get into the front seat with their parents. To me, it's pretty damn simple. If you grew up a wrestling fan and watching Hulk Hogan, that memory of him battling with the Ultimate Warrior can't be replaced. It's a part of what made you who you are today. Me playing with my toy wrestling ring by myself. No one else. My brother was gone. I used to play a lot by myself. So me playing with my toy wrestling ring by myself. Hulk Hogan in my left hand. JYD flying off the top rope in my right hand for the slam and for the pin down. Those memories can't and won't be forgotten. That happened as a kid before I still had innocence. I wasn't corrupt by this strange and crazy world that we live in. I won't keep y'all long. I appreciate y'all for listening. Remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video. Couldn't do it without y'all. I know a lot of people in the comment section are probably going to be mad at me about what I'm saying, but honestly, I think I'm being more level-headed than any other person I've heard talk about this situation. I can keep a level head, and I can separate the man from the legend. Especially growing up, it's similar to Michael Jackson. I love his music. Now, the things that he went through, I don't even want to go there and all that, and who did what, but I can separate the man from the music. I still listen to R. Kelly songs, even though I hope R. Kelly stay in jail. But I still listen to R. Kelly songs because it was a part of my life. One of my first kiss, well, not my first kiss, if you know what I'm saying, kind of came to an R. Kelly song. So I can separate the two. I just hope people can understand that. And if they don't, then who cares? The funny thing is this. Would you have wanted Hulk Hogan to make an apology, even though if you knew it wasn't real? Because he easily could have just came out and made an apology, and some people were going to feel the way that they feel regardless. But then some people would say, well, at least he apologized. And so that's what you want, a fake apology? I like to know who my enemies are and people that don't like me. That's just how I roll. And with all that being said, now it's too bad that I grew up and found out Terry Jean, the guy who played Hulk Hogan, was an ass. Rest in peace to Terry Jean, aka Hulk Hogan. On that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Sports Fans Only. Holla.